Miss Susan Shofner from the Krewe of Centaur is here. Some fascinating things I did not know about this, about tomorrow's parade, specifically the mandatory riders meeting.
Oh, no.
That no. And you said that it's pretty much mandatory, and there's insurance reasons and legality is involved,
right.
and that there's sort of forms that everybody who's going to be riding on the floats.
I signed it.
There's a book of rules. So my question to you, Erin,
I'm legal.
What is rule number one?
Rule number one is throw all your stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's really rule number one?
We are there to throw.
Throw all your stuff.
That's rule number two. Don't fall off.
Don't
yes, that
fall
would be
off.
a good one.
Rule number three is don't throw in the no-throw zones. Because there's certain areas where you can't throw. And
Rule number 4 is don't hit little children in the face. That was what I did the first year I rode.
Yeah.
That float is flying along there at 1.5 miles an hour. There's things
2 miles an hour.
Things can come off the rails.
Yeah, it is going to be a great day. It looks like great weather again.
Beautiful weather. We put in our request early.
Yeah.
So it looks like we're going to be successful there.
This is going to be like the most awesome year of all.
Of course, because I'm captain.
And you know why. But reason number 2 would be...
let me ask you this. Centaur seems to get bigger every year. How many floats? This is one of the biggest parades in Louisiana people don't know about.
We are actually a super crew. A super crew is any crew that has more than 500 members. Well, we've long surpassed that. We have almost 750 members. And we will have 40 floats and 15 specialty units and throw over 2 million throws.
Wow.
So if you don't go home covered in beads, you just can't catch.
Right.
Like a foul ball at a spring training game.
Absolutely.
You don't get one, you weren't trying.
And if you haven't been, or this is your first year maybe, I want people to know really particularly about the kid family-friendly area right there south of the railroad bridge.
The city has done a good job helping us kind of have different areas for different personalities and groups of people. And there are 3 distinct areas. The Clyde Fant Parkway is family area, no alcohol zone, very kid-friendly. And then you turn on to Shreve City, and that used to be the rowdy place. Mm-hmm. It's gotten a little tamer, but then when you get on Kings Highway by the Duck Pond, everything breaks loose over there. So.
Yeah, and everything goes, it seems.
Yes.
I have a question, and I hope you don't take this the wrong way. But I've noticed that there have been a lot of changes in floats this year and the overall theme of the parade. And you can talk about that in answer to my question. Whose freaking idea was it to have a theme for a parade that gives Erin McCarty a sword?
Well, that would be Tina Rose's fault, I'm sure.
Get her on the phone. The theme is...
we're going to blame Tina. Tina's actually up. You could call her.
She's in the office yesterday. She's waving her sword around like Gerard Butler in 300. I'm thinking, what on earth is the plan here?
These 12th Night Madness people on the Rose Float do feel like they've been empowered when they put on those costumes. Mm-hmm. And we all do. When we put on costumes, we take on a different persona.
Wonder Woman over there. All of a sudden, she's clanging her wrists together, dodging bullets.
The overall theme this year is what?
Mardi Gras madness.
Mm-hmm. And
we are all mad.
Well, congratulations in advance.
Yeah, exactly. Are there some changes this year that people need to know about?
Well, the first change, which is a real biggie, is we're starting 30 minutes earlier. The parade starts at 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock. Okay, everybody's been saying 4:30.
Why was that?
Well, the city has actually asked, they really would like for us to start at noon. And so Gemini and Centaur compromised, and we started 30 minutes earlier.
So they wanted you to move 4.5 hours.
And we moved 30 minutes.
And that's called a compromise.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
They need to learn how to do that in Washington.
That in relationships. Yes, exactly.
So the parade will end the Duck Pond 8-ish or somewhere in that neighborhood?
It ends at Preston Street. Mm-hmm. The last float won't go by at 8 o'clock. The last float will be closer to 9 or 9:30.
Right.
Which is going to be your float.
Yeah, yes. We're the party at the end.
We saved the
woman with the
save
sword.
The best for last, don't you? I figured as much. There's a little concern, and I know you guys know about this. The Duck Pond area seems to be where a lot of parents, for some reason, lose their marbles and decide it's okay for my 12, 13, 14-year-old. I'm going to drop them at the Duck Pond. I'm going to let them go have fun. And it's these middle school kids that are getting into some trouble.
Hey, be nice to my middle school kids. I was a middle school teacher and principal for years and years and years. They're a different breed. We love them, but we have to watch out for them. This year we have extra barricades along the duck pond area. Bossier actually is letting us borrow some of their barricades to put over there. We've got extra security this year, so we're really hoping that people will start trying to keep them back behind the barricades. The police are really going to work with that. It's a safety issue when we get to that. The street's narrow. You've got lots of people and this big wide float coming through there, and it's just, if they'll pay attention to the barricades.
So
I know I've climbed over barricades in New Orleans before. I know.
I mean, I've got my friend Phil has one of the lots there, and it's just it's so much fun.
And please don't tear up our floats, folks.
Yeah, but
please don't tear them up.
And don't throw stuff at us,
No.
please. I don't want that to happen. We've had some tragedy.
You got a shield. What the heck there, Wonder Woman?
I do have a shield.